San Francisco has a program which I've wanted very much to bring here. I campaigned on it, called DMACC. And what it does is it allows the sheriff, the local police of San Francisco, to work with the federal government. So there's a unity to go after these things. And in fact, the San Francisco DMAC program came into Oakland, did arrest some of the cartel members that were involved in the cartel networks.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it was the cartel themselves, I forget now, or whether it was just the people working with the cartel, but they did do these arrests. They named the street where they did it. It was out in the media when this happened.
Okay.
And yet the political class of Oakland, the Barbara Lee, the city council, people who say, well, it's not in my job description. Excuse me, why are you in the city council? Why are you the mayor? Why haven't you changed the city ordinances of the city?
I got something to say on that.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. I just don't want to forget. I had an interaction with one of the council folks.
Okay, good. I want to hear it. And
this is public, so it's not anything secret.
Do you want to jump in and then I'll finish the thought? That's okay.
Yeah. Well, back to, you were talking about the cartel, their arrest. If you can find that link, please send to me, because I'll add it to the show. Like,
okay,
when that happen,
I'll find it.
Because I will say this, as the audience is growing, I'm starting to get people who are fact checking things, right? So not you per se, they're fact checking other stuff, but now I'm just trying to be cognizant, and like, when we talk, anybody talks about things, I'm going to ask my guests, hey, make sure you send me that link.
Yeah, I can.
If unless I know where it's at and I can ID it. But look, there's no one that knows more about this than you and others. Seneca, like that group, you guys track it. Okay, Carol Fife, is that the name of the council?
Oh, Carol Fife, she's one of the worst.
Okay, well, I don't know Carol personally, but I follow her on Instagram, and I've invited her on my show. And look, I'm not going to blowtorch her. I don't agree with her at all, and she clearly knows that, but I'm open-minded. I think it's important for people to have these conversations. We're all humans. Anyway, so she posted on Instagram after Barbara, it's all coordinated, right? Barbara does her announcement. Everybody that supports her licks her boots. Sorry, Carol, but you're a boot licker. Sorry, you are, man. You're going to watch this, be mad, but come on my show and you can be mad on my show. So anyway, so she's licking the boot, and she posted on her Instagram all the fake stats of all these cities trying to say crime is cool. Okay, that's the thing now. Crime's cool. So I just said, hey, can you post a link to these stats? Because I don't think these are verified. These seem inaccurate. And, hey, by the way, you can come on my show. She responded to me with the question of a question and said that I was challenging, I'll post the clip, but she essentially said I was challenging statistics from the police departments. Like, that's bad. Of course I am. I don't trust anybody. God, I barely trust, the people giving me my change. But my point to her was like, and then I said, hey, you're welcome to come on my show. So, that was the interaction. I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, look, she obviously interacted with me, but she did not want to take my invitation to come on my show. Now, I've DM'd her, I think, before, and I might have emailed her, maybe not. But look, everybody's welcome to come on. But you're right. The city council has been super culpable. Let's be real. The former mayor is looking at 100 years in federal prison indictment. So whenever people tell me there's not a problem with Oakland, I just go, what about your last mayor? How does that happen? That's like historic. But anyway, yeah. So sorry about that. That was my interaction.
That's good. I love the back and forth. Mm-hmm. In fact, Carol Fife, as Seneca has documented, her nonprofits making tons of money at the cost of the citizens of Oakland.
Yeah, so there's some interesting questions that people have for her. And I think, I don't think it's bad to ask and answer.